their best player got overconfident and tried to flashlight us, and that allowed us to build up a slug pressure. The game's never going to be balanced. I mean, I kind of, like, agree with that, because, like, I mean, technically no game is ever really balanced. But, like, I just think, I want to see a system of, I want to see two major changes in terms of balancing. And like, I want to see an emphasis on buffs rather than nerfs. I think nerfs are just the worst fucking thing. Okay? I think nerfing something should be the absolute 100% last resort. Like, really, 100%. What happens if they give you a mercy kill, though? Will that raise them? I mean, if they give you one mercy kill, your MMR is still overall going to go down because you lost the other 3 1v1s. But like, I would like to see a system of balancing that emphasizes the buffs. Okay, for example, they just nerfed Ghostface's Night Shroud recovery add-ons. Do you remember that shit? They made some of them base and then nerfed them. Okay? The reason that I don't like that is because instead of nerfing these add-ons, why don't we buff the rest of this fucking garbage? Increases crouch movement speed by 8%. That does nothing for the character. That does absolutely nothing for him. How about instead of saying, oh, the add-ons are oppressive, they're the only things that Ghostfaces run. Well, yeah, when I'm looking at the rest of this kit, that's the only thing I would run, too. That's the only thing I still run. I increase mark duration by 10 seconds. That doesn't fucking do anything for you. Okay? That does absolutely fucking nothing. That might as well not even be there. It doesn't do anything. And plus, when you're a good Ghostface, you also know that you want to be stalking somebody, and then in the rare event that you do mark somebody, you want them down immediately. You want them down immediately. You don't want to do a prolonged fucking chase. You want them down immediately. So an increased mark duration by 10 seconds is literally feeding into your negative attributes. It's counterintuitive synergy. It's horrible. It's horrible, but and that's why everybody runs this. We don't run the recovery time because it's broken. We don't. We run it because it's literally the only usable thing he has. Same thing with Freddy. Remember those fucking slowdown add-ons that were... Instead of nerfing those, why don't we buff the rest of the kit? Like, we nerfed those for not because they were broken, but because they saw too much play statistically because everything around Freddy was bad. And now they nerfed those. And what does Freddy run now? That's overall Freddy's biggest problem. That he doesn't have any add-ons. Okay, I saw a play demo in the chat. We'll do that. You can understand my pain. I'm not crying, I'm bitching. I like to bitch, dude. That's kind of my thing. If you like bitching about Dead by Daylight, this is your stream. If you don't like bitching about Dead by Daylight and you think Dead by Daylight is great, go watch Ots. Get the hell out of here. Okay, speaking of garbage, this is another character. I hate this character. I think he's one of the worst in the game. Oh my god, we need that Eerie. Is there anyone who's not bitching about DVD? I mean, I feel like people are bitching for the wrong reasons. I feel like, okay. The problem right now is that the community is angry. Finally, they're finally angry, okay? They're finally angry. I've been angry ever since the Hex Ruin nerf. Like, I've been angry for so long. Right? The community is finally angry. And they're angry at MMR. Like, what the fuck? Why are we mad at MMR? All MMR does is make the problems with the game real problems. I fucking love bitching about DVD. Yeah, dude, me too. I forgot how much I love bitching about this game. But all MMR does is make the problems in the game actual problems. Because they can't just be... They can't just hide behind bad matchmaking. So when True says MMR needs to go away, True's only saying that because the game is now miserable because of all the problems that I've been bitching about for years. Yes, MMR, this matchmaking system is wonderful. It's actually wonderful. The problem is the game is not wonderful, so the matchmaking system doesn't feel good. The matchmaking system feels bad because the game is bad. And the issues in the game are now something you have to deal with. And you know what? Good. This game does not deserve to succeed in its current state. That's why I see all those numbers of players dropping. Good. This game does not deserve to succeed in its current state. Absolutely not. The game is terrible. And the game did not become terrible when MMR was put in. The game has been terrible way longer than that. I'm sure the only ones who speak out. Yeah, it's horrible. The rest of these people, like Scott Jund, like to fucking release horrible arguments and then name them so they sound better. The killer, what did he call that last argument he had? What was that shit? I didn't even watch this video. Hold on, what did he call his last argument? He called it the killer power roll paradox. What I'm assuming he means is that killers are advocating for the game to be balanced around, okay, the killer power roll paradox. There should not be a power roll in this game. Both roles should be equally competent when they're played right. Like, we shouldn't even be having a conversation about a power roll. Something I know he's going to miss the point on in that video is that we call killer the power roll because it's the one roll. It's just called, that's the title of the roll. It's not like supposed to indicate that they're supposed to be OP. The power roll is just the one and the 1 versus 4. That's what that actually means. I'm assuming he missed the point. I did not and have no interest in watching that video. Dead by survivors. Dead by fucking hackers, dude. How do I feel about a Swift? I want the game to be balanced around those Swifts. First of all, I think the game should tell you. I think everybody in a Swift should have their name highlighted in a different color. Like, you should know instantly going in that it's a Swift, because that will encourage how you play. One of the problems is that not everyone is as sweaty as me and brings the meta every single time. I got Bard's glasses, bro. You know I'm running Bard's glasses. I'm gonna take it to Swamp. I like Swamp. When I decide to boot up here, I'm just the conversation's good right now, and the conversations are why I do this. Having conversations about this game is significantly more fun than playing it, because this game could be good if they fixed it. Like, okay, I think the idea of making, I do not inherently hate the notion that every solo queue squad should be on the same level as a Swift in terms of information. I don't disagree with that. How about the Mori nerf? I mean, I don't run them. I never have. That touch the boon. Yeah, they need to nerf boons. Circle of Healing has Circle of Healing needs a nerf. Once Circle of Healing gets nerfed, I'll be talking about how great twins are again. And it helps Killer in terms of pitch a tent is not being is not meta. Right now, pitch a tent is meta. That's this game's problem. The game's biggest problem. Okay, look at this roster. Are you looking at it? Are you looking at this roster with me? Oh yeah, they nerfed them. The biggest problem with this game right now. Oh, let's look at Freddy. Okay, Freddy's the character that everyone's going, oh, Freddy's fucking trash now, right? I see Freddy D tier. Like, people go, oh, people on my video that I made about Otz's horrible opinion about Freddy being D tier, they're like, that's not even a bad placement. Okay, apart from his nerf, there is another reason that Freddy feels weak right now. First of all, Killer as a concept was nerfed. So every killer is significantly weaker than they were before Circle of Healing came into the game. Okay? So, Freddy, Circle of Healing turned this game on its fucking head. Your tier list should look significantly different now. If your tier list looks anything remotely like it did before Circle of Healing, you do not understand the magnitude of that perk's importance to the Survivor meta. There should be at least 2 of them in every meta build, IMO. I still think everybody should be running it. The ability for survivors to section off the map and create literal fucking safe spaces like we're in some fucking university, like, the ability for them to do that is fucking crazy. For real. Okay? So, the reason that it's so good is, like, when killers get a fucking... When killers get a fucking hook now, because what killer before Circle of Hearing was literally just bounce around, hit people, and then, like, take advantage of the injures to finally get some downs a little bit later. You know, bounce around, don't lose your gen pressure. Okay, Circle of Healing makes it so they can go jerk off in the corner for a second, and then they're healed significantly faster than they would be otherwise. Which means right now... right now, killers need to secure downs as fast as possible. You cannot bounce around anymore. That was fucking nerfed to the ground. That's something Freddy was really good at, right? So Freddy's playstyle was nerfed, okay? That's another reason he feels a little bit weaker right now, because his playstyle was nerfed. Bouncing around, high mobility, bounce around, be unpredictable, your downs will come. Because his lethality has always been low. Even when he had 10 snares, his lethality was low. He wasn't realistically good. His anti-loop was always worse than Clown's, is what I like to say, because it was. It's especially worse than Clown's now with Invigorated. Clown is underrated right now. But anyway, so like, oh, Freddy trash, it's because his playstyle was fucking nerfed. Okay? And, in addition, the playstyle he doesn't use was buffed. Pitch a tent. The fucking Bubbas of the world. Bubba is significantly buffed. Bubba is a fucking S tier right now, probably. I don't know. I have him at top of A. Bubba's top 5 right now, easy. Because of his ability to just make one hook count. That's what Killer has to do right now. They have to make one hook count. This is awful, and this is a metagame that I do not like. I don't like this idea. I don't like this meta. I'm just telling you how to do it. Bubba is really good. Bubba is now better than Oni. Bubba is better than Doctor. Bubba is better than Freddy. Bubba is better than Artist. Bubba is better than all these characters because he's better at camping the fucking hook. And the dev's solution to that is not going to be the right solution. They're going to nerf camping. That's what they're going to do. Give them 6 months. Camping will be nerfed to the ground. It will. They're going to nerf camping. When they really should be doing is putting more perks in the game, like the Artist's perk. Or Artist's perk. The Scorch Hook. Scorch Hook Paint Resonance is exactly the kind of perk that I advocate for. It is a perk that buffs the concept of hooking. How you nerf camping? They'll fucking make Bubba have the same... Like, they'll do the same thing that they've been doing recently with all these killers. That they can't use their power when they're by the hook. Like, they did that for Artists and Twins, notably. I think Pinhead can't do it either. Like, they'll make it so Bubba can't rev his chainsaw when he's, like, 8 meters within the hook. And then he's dead. And then he's gone. He'll fall to mid-tier if they do that. But, like, my point is, like, what was the worst DBD YouTuber? Scott Junn, not close. Scott Junn is complete garbage. Everything he releases is just fucking awful, and it makes our progress harder. Whenever Scott Junn releases a new video, our progress goes backwards. Everything that man does is complete trash. Like, okay, Otz made a fucking video about me, and I still don't even think he's the worst. The thing about Otz is he's the basic card trick of Dead by Daylight. That's what he is. That's what he always has been. New players can get a lot out of his content, and new players will be fascinated with his ability to play this game. But if you know anything about the game, you can look at Otz's gameplay and go, wow, that wouldn't have worked if the guy wasn't terrible. You know what I mean? He's the basic card trick of Dead by Daylight. He can fascinate people that know nothing about the game, but if you know anything about the game, he can't do much for you. I'm not going to watch Otz's 18-hour explanation about all the add-ons in the game when he's just going to say they're bad for fucking 15 of it. Because I know they're bad. I don't need that. How so on Scott Junn? Everything he releases pushes back some of the, it pushes back the ideas that we try to implement here. Go look, if you want to see me bitch about Scott Junn, there are plenty of videos on my channel about I go through specific videos that he puts out and tell you why they're crap. Scott Jund can, I believe I talked for 30 minutes on Scott Jund's 3-minute MMR video. Like, Scott Jund can make the... Otofu, he's just kind of cringe. His tier list, I saw his tier list, it wasn't, like, too horrible, but I saw Twins and ass still, and I'm like, no. I used to dislike Otofu more, now I just think he's cringe, and I don't really watch him. I watched his video about, killer design, though. He had a video that was kind of big a while back about killer design, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was alright. Okay, who's the best one? Hard to say. I don't think this game has good content creators. I mean, I wouldn't even call True talent a content creator. True just uploads his VODs. I want True to be more like Scott. I think Scott Jund, this is what frustrates me about Scott Jund. I think he has the right format, I just think he has all the bad takes. I think the guy with the right format has all the bad takes. Best one is Rosie. I'm not gonna say that. I like Space Coconut back when he made content for this game. I really liked, the problem with content creators is all the good ones tend to leave the game. That's the problem. Terrico. I loved Terrico. When he kind of blew up playing this game, and then he went on to do better things. Space Coconuts, Terrico, and again, I wouldn't call True talent a content creator. He just uploads his gameplay. That's not content creation, IMO. Like, I like playing this game as much as the next guy, but if all you do is stream a game, I don't consider you a content creator for that game. Like, somebody like Otz is a content creator, Scott Jund is a content creator, Otofu is a content creator, they talk about the game. And you know what? I know I like to make fun of Scott for getting his money, but good on Scott Jund for getting his money. You know what I mean? Scott Jund makes a living being wrong about a shitty game. That is his occupation. Yeah. The difference between Legion and Blight is that Blight is lethal. That's the difference. Like, Blight may bounce around, but the thing about Blight is Blight can secure a 1v1 whenever he wants, pretty much, because he's... Well, I mean, I think console Blight is harder. I think a lot of these characters are more optimized for PC. Like, I'm never going to be as good of a pinhead as somebody on PC. It's just... Did Scott dodge? No. He actually didn't. He actually approved it. The reason we haven't done it yet is... I mean, I haven't talked to J-Man about this. If you're in my Discord, you know, I've had a hard break. First of all, I have a real job. I'm on break right now. But over this break, I've been having alcohol problems. I've been drinking way too fucking much. I've just had a lot of problems this break. I'm not in the best place to like do that right now. We're gonna do it though. I'm not dodging it or anything. I'm legitimately having alcohol issues, and I think stepping back for self-care is a very valid thing. What killer do you want from? What killer? I'm assuming you're going to mean what killer do I want to come into the game. Pennywise is still a big pick for me. I like Pennywise. They said it's their dream chapter. Obviously, Jason, his lawsuit's over, so let's get him in. Dazner's here. What's up, bro? We're just talking, bro. I've only played one game. The conversation's very good today. Yeah, Pennywise... I'm used to saying Pinhead for this question, but he's in the game, so I can't answer that anymore. Rosie X Scoot. No thanks, bro. I'm good. I like people I like to dress well. You know what I mean? Scoot just doesn't really do that. Oh, of course I'm not doing that, dude. I don't like damaging I'm not damaging the game. Ugh. I played one game and there were hackers. Our first game today, there were hackers ahead to DC. Candyman, yeah, I'd take Candyman. A lot of them were here already, though. A lot of shit. I might upload this later as like a VOD, because we have talked about a lot of stuff. I built the 360 movement spins to. I mean, I think if you have max sensitivity, you can deal with 360s pretty easily. The 360s aren't the problem in the game. The Dead Hard is. Dead Hard hurts the game to an extreme degree. We need Leprechaun. Dude, low-key, Twins could have been Chucky. Twins could have been Chucky. For real. Victor could have been Chucky, and Charlotte could have been Tiffany. Big missed opportunity there. I think they really should have. As much as I like Twins, they could have been Chucky. That could have been how they did it. But yeah, Dead Hard is broken. It's literally a third hell state. It's a third hell state. The game balanced around 2. Dead Hard's even better now that the bounce around strat is worse, because now that you have to commit to people harder, Dead Hard counters that. Sprint Burst used to be a bit better. I mean, okay, it's not that Sprint Burst was never better than Dead Hard, but back in the day, safe space, man. Of course, dude. That's what Circle of Healing is, dude. It's a fucking safe space. They literally put a safe space in the game for all their But it's like, okay, here's why I hate. This is another reason I don't like Scott Jun. What's new from Rosie content? Here's another reason I don't like Scott Jun. I honestly believe that this community subconsciously knows he's wrong about like everything. Because I don't see Scott Jun's, like, influence over the matches. So, like, when Scott Jun makes a video and says Sprint Burst is better than Dead Hard, right? He'll make a video and say Sprint Burst is better than Dead Hard. Has that upped Sprint Burst's usage? Not at all! No one fucking runs that shit. Everyone brings Dead Hard. Because Dead Hard's broken. And everyone knows it's broken. Everybody subconsciously knows it's broken because they've used it and they've seen it and they know I'm gonna win more if I bring Dead Hard. Okay? So, all Scoot's video did was get 200,000 views and make the devs see it. And make the devs go, oh, I guess we don't really need to nerf Dead Hard. Even though it's used in, like, all the matches. In fact, we'll buff it. We'll give it a hit validation. Good idea. Good idea on that. No, that palette hit validation thing that's not working. Let's put that on the best perk in the game. Spine chill or premonition? Spine chill. Spawn. I don't know if he'd work for this game. Do you really want Spawn though? Really? Do you want to watch Spawn run around and get whacked by pallets by Meg Thomas? Do you really want that? Be real. That's why I was so confused when when Nemesis came out and I said it was bad for him and I was bad for the brand to be associated with this game. Yeah, I'm sure they're getting their money, but now your character looks like a joke. You know what I mean? Now your character looks like a fucking joke. He's got a fucking nuke strapped to his chest and he's getting hit by pallets by Meg Thomas, who's not even out of high school yet. Nemesis can't kill Meg Thomas, bro. Or Nerdy Claudette. Or Dwight Fairfield. Dwight Fairfield gets hit Nemesis' buck-tooth ass with a pallet, and he'll go "Ugh!" and put his hands up. It's insulting to the character. Like, Nemesis looks like a fucking retard in this game. For real. He looks like a fucking clown running around here in this game. He's at that level where in his games he's O-fucking-P. He's OP. What is he doing here? Nemesis would not only kill the survivors, he would kill all the killers too. He's OP. What's he doing here? Like, Myers makes sense. Freddy makes sense. Bubba makes sense. Nemesis was put in this game as a cash grab. He looks like a fucking retard. He does! He literally does! He looks like a fucking bitch! Dwight Fairfield is too much for Nemesis, ladies and gentlemen. David King! Or better yet, Witch Michaela! The Witch Michaela, bruh. She's too much for Nemesis to handle in this game. He looks awful. He got overshadowed by fucking Bitch Boy. He got overshadowed by Bitch Boy. Because when Nemesis came out, we were all still shocked in horror about how bad Bitch Boy was. And all the conversation, even when Nemesis dropped, was about Bitch Boy. Because Bitch Boy was so bad. And it's like, holy fucking shit, it is apocalyptic just how bad this character is. Fix him! He could be good! Fix him! Go back to that time, though. Go look at my stream. When Nemesis was like 3 days old, I was streaming just Trickster. Like, the entire time. Because I was trying to find something for him. I kept trying. I had fucking Blood Warden on. That's when you know I'm getting desperate, when I start changing my build to throw gimmicks on. To try to, like, find something to cheese out survivors with him. He's okay now. Now he's fucking B tier. He's okay right now. But when he came out, like, Nemesis came out, and no one cared. It was so wonderful. It made the character look bad. It made the license look bad because the entire conversation of the game was still dominated by a K-pop piece of shit. Oh yeah, and the FPS issues. I forgot. Nemesis's chapter was worse than Twins' in terms of the FPS issues. And look at that. Twins, we had one chapter off of horrible issues, and then Nemesis came in, and the game was bad for another 6 months. It took them 6 months to fix the Dead Hard issues. I think they should have put, in what Ott's video was I mentioned? Hooks and kills. Hooks versus kills. I have a video that kind of blew up about why I don't like the mainstream content creators, mostly because they dodge how bad the matchmaking is, and I was criticizing Ott's streaks for being horrible, and I guess he took personal offense to that. Most hated DVD killer. To play against? Just put the Liquor. Liquor would have been cool. Liquor would have been really cool, actually. Mr. X would be the best candidate from Resident Evil. I like the Liquor idea, dude. I like Liquors. I've liked them since the Resistance days. They were fun. My most hated character in the game, in terms of playing against them, it's a three-way tie. Huntress pisses me off. I do not fucking understand why people love this character so much. Number one, I think she's overrated. I think people think she's way better than she is. Number two, the problem with her is when you're playing against her is the validation. You know, a hatchet will be 40 feet away from you and still hit you. I don't. She's the only character that I really just think the community and the devs just are. Everybody is wrong about this character. I don't think she's fun either. I think her wind-up is terrible, and I hate her cancel animation. There's nothing about this character that's fun to me. Everything about her is the definition of anti-fun and garbage, which is why I don't get why everybody loves her so much. And then I also hate playing against Ghostface and Wraith. I think they are so boring to play against. They're fun to play as. Okay, no, Wraith is fun to play as, Ghostface is not. Yeah. The Hatchet's just, yeah, Huntress is just bleh. Ghostface and Wraith are boring to play against because they don't have a chase. Like when people said back in the day, oh my god, Pyramid Head's so boring to play against. He can just cancel and hit me. Pyramid Head chases, even after his nerf, are still some of the most fun, intense chases in Dead by Daylight. And they feel fair. His chases feel fair. Legitimately. and they feel fair because the killer has a toolkit that can hit you, but you can also dodge it. Everything Pyramid Head does is reactable and dodgeable. Yeah, Deathslinger's dead. Like that's why Pyramid Head is like his chases were also fair pre-patch. Pyramid Head was always fair because his punishment of the damned is reactable and dodgeable. If you can react to it, you can dodge it. It's always been like that. The reason that that's important is because canceling was like never a play that you should have got hit by, because you should have always assumed the punishment was coming out and then reacted when it came out and dodged it. When True says survivors have the last say on this character, that's what he means. But like, he has a chase. He has a unique chase, and Ghostface and Wraith just don't really have that. They just what franchise would I hate to see in the game? Five Nights at Freddy's, bruh. Sorry, I'm not a FNAF guy. Opinion of Clown? I think Clown is legitimately underrated. I think Clown is invigorated. It's not that he's broken OP, it's that he's underrated. I don't think he's bottom 5. Invigorated helps him out too much. Shitslinger's actually stronger now? I don't know about that. If you play him on an indoor map, you will feel the nerfs. The nerfs you will feel the nerfs on an indoor map. Opinion on Save the Best for Last, overrated. It's actually a little bit better now because camping is stronger. Since camping is stronger, it's a little bit more usable now. I just think when you have 8 stacks, you've won the game already. If you're ever at a point in Dead by Daylight where you have 8 stacks on Save the Best for Last, 9 scenarios out of 10, you've won the game already. Is Shitslinger bottom 5? I don't think so. I think he gets out of it. I think he escapes bottom 5. My bottom 5 right now are Ghostface. Ghostface is the absolute worst character in this game right now. So easy to counter this guy. He's trash. Happy Scream Week. Best camping build for Bubba. Just the meta. Just run the meta. Ghostface is fucking garbage right now. It's so bad. To make his chases unpredictable. Look. Make his chases unpredictable. Terrible. But Ghostface is terrible. Circle of Healing has destroyed Legion too, to where he is now. I think he's the second worst character in the game behind Ghostface. I think. Okay, listen. The reason I think Ghostface is absolutely dead right now is because the boon totems have completely destroyed the way the character plays and functions. I don't think this character plays and functions anymore. Realistically, I don't think he does. He teaches you how to abuse Windows against Nemesis. No, you never run meta builds? Oh, you should. They help. The funny thing about that, dude, is I'm usually not a meta whore. Like, if you see me play other games, like, I play fucking Ness in Smash. Like, I'm not usually a meta whore like this. It's just in this particular game, I just think playing without the meta is equivalent to shooting yourself in the foot. You will never reach the heights you could if you play, and that's true in every game. But like in this game, if you want to realistically run the characters, because here's the thing, I only care about running the characters. Like, I may be running the meta build, but fuck, I'm on Ghostface. That's my gimmick, as I'm playing Ghostface against you. Do I play fighting games? I played Injustice back in the day, and then I play Smash occasionally, too. Which killer who I would want to have a space base from? Well, Deathslinger gives off creepy pedo vibes, so maybe Deathslinger. But, well, I saw another one. Okay, well, I was still talking about Ghostface. Ghostface no longer has a playstyle. If you play Ghostface right now, you're just walking around with no terror radius. Your power is you have no terror radius. Which, I mean, that's kind of how it's always been. But now, since the game's meta has flipped on its fucking head, I don't really think he runs nurses anymore. Because I think he needs the meta. If he wants to stand any fucking shadow of a chance. I played MK11. I played MK11 because I played Joker. Do I think Alien will get in the game soon? I think the better question is, do I forgot to say Alien in terms of licenses I want. Yeah, I would want to play Alien. Your buddy wants Slender Man in the game. You know, I would have been all for that before the stabbing, but I mean, the stabbing's just... The stabbing will haunt that character forever. Slender Man. It will always make him a character that nobody wants to touch in our PC society. Our politically correct society, that nobody will ever run that character again. That character's dead. When that stabbing happened, Slender Man died. It's sad but true. So does the Creeper. Yeah, the Creeper's dead. Like I think it's even more true about the Creeper than it is for Slender Man. Nobody will ever want to touch those franchises because of that. Well, Slender Man's not a franchise. But even when they made that Slender Man movie, right? It was terrible. That Slender Man movie was fucking garbage. Jeepers Creepers is like legitimately a decent movie that just happened to be made by a pedo. And as much as you like the movie's decent. It's a decent movie. But no one will ever want to touch that character because they don't want to contribute to a pedo's pocketbook. The stabbing, you can Google it. There was like some girl killed her friend in the name of Slender Man or some shit. Some young girl. They weren't even, not the victim and the stabber, they weren't even 15 years old. Creepy situation with that. She tried to offer her friend a Slender Man or some garbage, and what that kind of did was it kind of made the world fucking have to no, the victim died. I thought they died. I'll have to Google it again. She did not die? Okay, she did not die. I thought she did. She's still alive. Oh, that's good. But, okay, either way, I still think the point stands. People aren't going to touch that character that has that problematic reputation. You know? I've played one game, guys. You guys are making my day. It was attempted murder. Okay. I still think that no one's going to touch Slender Man ever again after that, and all attempts to do so aren't going to go well, like the movie, because the movie was trash, right? It bombed at the box office too. Play the damn game. Oh, I don't want to play this game, dude. This game sucks. You want to watch me play this game? I'm a recovering alcoholic. You don't want to watch me play this shit. I'll go back to drinking. Oh, okay, yeah, bottom three. Here, I have a rough draft of my tier list. Hold on. Chirac wants to watch Dead by Daylight today. That's unfortunate, dude. Oh, where is it? Oh, Jesus. It's in the eyes. Oh, okay, hold on. Here, let me just go back to, why'd they make the Slender Man movie? Because it had rights issues. That's why it got pushed back so long. DBD. Oh, wait, no, I know where my tier list is. Hold on. It's on my phone, which is upstairs. Oh, my fucking God, are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. I can just go back to the community rankings. Okay. So, and then the third bottom three is a Trapper. He's still really bad. And he has some cute add-ons, but he's still pretty bad. And then Pig's still pretty bad too. And then Demo. That's my entire D tier. Okay. I guess we'll fucking do a round. I got told to play Demo like an hour